Race number 1 of the afternoon has Island Ivory, Beth's Accolade, Two Moon Junction, Major Governor, The Phantom Ship, Charlotte's Whiz, Professor Rabbit, Norgale Trooper, and What Was That? They're off and pacing. Island Ivory in the inside is away looking for the lead. Beth's Accolade moving out second. The Phantom Ship driving up wide third. On the inside, What Was That is fourth. The extreme outside fifth is Norgale Trooper. They move by the opening eighth into the backstretch. Island Ivory comes away on top. Beth's Accolade parked out. What Was That? On the inside is third. On the limb, Norgale Trooper is fourth. The Phantom Ship traveling fifth. Next in line in sixth is Two Moon Junction. Pacing in 7, that's Major Governor. From 8 is Charlotte's Whiz, and the trailer is Professor Rabbit. Seating arrangements complete as they continue single file on to the 3/8 out front, and leading the way by 1 length is Beth's Accolade. Island Ivory now coming to the outside, looking to reclaim. What Was That? Now steps to the outside, traveling third. Up on the limb and racing fourth is the Phantom Ship. Norgale Trooper at the rail in 5. 30-4 was the opening quarter. They move through the stretch, approaching the half. Island Ivory leading it by a length and a half. Beth's Accolade is second up on the outside. And moving up now to challenge for the lead. What Was That? Followed by the Phantom Ship on the limb fourth. Inside fifth is Norgale Trooper. Sixth on the outside, that's Two Moon Junction. Charlotte's Whiz from 7. Major Governor racing in 8. And Professor Rabbit is trailing. They were by the half in 1:02 and 2/5 seconds. Island Ivory still in charge by a length. Outside, What Was That? In pursuit, second on the inside. Beth's Accolade is locked in third. There comes Two Moon Junction out there, 3 wide, moving into contention. Fourth, fifth on the limb is the Phantom Ship. Norgale Trooper locked in at the rail from 6. Charlotte's Whiz coming 3 wide from 7. Major Governor is racing 8. They continue on past the 7/8. It's still Island Ivory holding the lead by a length. What Was That? On the outside, second. Beth's Accolade in the inside, traveling third, looking for room. Norgale Trooper at the rail fourth. 1:34 and 3 3/4. They make the final turn. Island Ivory's the one to catch. What Was That? On the outside is still second. Beth's Accolade at the rail is third. Through the stretch they come. Island Ivory, What Was That? Island Ivory will win it second. What Was That? On the show spot to the Phantom Ship. In victory lane, the first race winner, number 1, Island Ivory, an 8-year-old daughter of AC's Dandy, by William McNeil of Windsor, trained by Ed Dixon, Dave Carey driving. Mile in 2:06 and 2/5. Race number 2 of the afternoon, CL's Beauty, Rainbow Coalition, Cameo Angus, Butt Kenny Win, Explosive Splurge, Kill Karen Kane, Sky Chief, A Little Sport. In the back tier is Frivolous Hanover. They're off and pacing. Rainbow Coalition's off the gate first, looking for the lead. Cameo Angus moving out second, but Kenny Win up wide is third. CL's Beauty at the rail is away racing fourth, followed by Frivolous Hanover in the 5 spot. Gil Karen Kane parked out in 6. Explosive Splurge races from 7, with Sky Chief on the outside in 8. And at 9th, the trailing is A Little Sport. They continue down the backside, approaching the opening quarter. Rainbow Coalition on top by 1 length, but Kenny Win will get a Golden Journey second. On the inside, racing third, CL's Beauty. Fourth is Cameo Angus. Frivolous Hanover at the rail, now locked in 5th. Advancing on the outside is Sky Chief from 6. The inside, Kill Karen Kane 7. Then Explosive Splurge from 8, and trailing the field is A Little Sport. They were past the initial quarter in 30 and 1/5 second. They round the top turn, approaching the halfway point. It's Rainbow Coalition setting the early tempo. She leads it by 1 length. Here comes CL's Beauty now up to challenge on the outside second. Locked in, but Kenny Win is third, with cover racing fourth. He is Cameo Angus, locked in. Frivolous Hanover from 5. Sky Chief third over in 6. 7th is Explosive Splurge. Kill Karen Kane nowhere to go at the rail in 8. And A Little Sport remains at the back of the field. They were past the half in 1:02. Moving down the backstretch for the final time. That's CL's Beauty on the outside. Moving up now to engage Rainbow Coalition as they approach 3/4. But Kenny Win is still in the pocket, racing third. Coming 3 wide is Sky Chief out of 4. 5th on the inside, Frivolous Hanover has gone off stride. They head on to the upper turn on the outside with the lead by 3 parts of a length is CL's Beauty. Rainbow Coalition fighting back at the rail second. Sky Chief now moving up to join the fray third as they move off the top turn. 1:32 and 3 the 3/4. They straighten out for the payoff. Rainbow Coalition on the inside has reclaimed the top spot. CL's Beauty second. Here comes Sky Chief on the outside, racing third. Far outside, Kilkerran Kane. Rainbow Coalition holding on to win it. It's close for second between CL's Beauty and Sky Chief. In Victory Lane, the second race winner, number 2, Rainbow Coalition, 5-year-old daughter of Dallas Elmhurst, Badon and Greg Graham, trained by Ross Toole, Jim Davis driving. The mare gets a new race record, 2:02 and 4/5. Race number 3, top of the stretch, has Charlotte's Fame, 3 A's and a C, Jasper McFaber, Bet and Win, G-Joe, Second Shadow, Shrimp Cocktail, Putney Lobel, and Kildare Justin. They are off and pacing. 3 A's and a C is away looking for the lead. Driving out second is Jasper McFaber with G-Joe 3 wide third. Away sitting in the 4th spot is Bet and Win. Wide is Second Shadow 5th. Charlotte's Fame at the rail gets away in 6th. On the limb racing from 7 is Putney Lobel. Away in the 8th spot is Kildare Justin and trailing Shrimp Cocktail. Down the backstretch, they approach the opening quarter. Jasper McFaber reaches the top, leads at a length and a half. 3 A's and a C is giving chase second at the rail. That's G-Joe pacing third. Second Shadow finds a seat, 4th Bet and Win. Next in line in 5. Taking a look from 6, Charlotte's Fame. Putney Lobel holds down the 7th spot. Kildare Justin has 1 horse beaten in Shrimp Cocktail as they move single file past the 3/8. 29 and 4 was the opening quarter. No change in positions as they move off the top turn. Jasper McFaber continues to dictate the pace. Racing second is 3 A's and a C. G-Joe down inside, stays at the rail third as Second Shadow moves first up. With cover is Bet and Win on the limb. Moving up into the 4th spot at the rail locked in is G-Joe in 5. Charlotte's Fame to the outside 6, followed by Putney Lobel. Then Kildare Justin, and trailing the field is Shrimp Cocktail. The half in a minute and 2/5 seconds as they move down the backside for the final time. Jasper McFaber still there by a head. On the outside is Second Shadow giving chase second. On the limb and getting a good second over Journey is Bet and Win 4th. The inside locked in, 3 A's and a C from 5. They continue past 3/4, taking over the top spot is Second Shadow. Bet and Win moving up now second, dropping back Jasper McFaber third. On the outside, Charlotte's Fame is 4th. 3 wide in 5 is Putney Lobel. 3 E's and a C is locked into the rail from 6. They move off the top turn, straightening out for the stretch drive. 1:31 to 3/4. Second Shadow in charge. Here comes Bet and Win on the outside second. Charlotte's Fame now coming 3 wide third. Far outside, Putney Lobel taking over the lead. Bet and Win. Charlotte's Fame closing in, and Putney Lobel. It's too close to call. We'll have to wait for the picture. One Charlotte's Fame, a 5-year-old son of Landslide, owned, trained, and driven by Boyd Leslie. Mile in 2:02 and 2/5. Race 4, top of the stretch, the Young Drivers Challenge. Lady Maxine B with Darren Crow, Dexter's Dream and Kevin Pinkney. Smoking Jig Time, Stephen Hollett, Bayou Angus with Jason McDougall, Marion's Ranger and Ken Oliver. Drifter with Darren Richards. Chinbro Rum Trust with Mike Dowling, Ruffian Lass and Mark Bradley. And Playtime Hanover with Ernie Laughlin. They're off and pacing. Dexter's Dream is the first horse out. Driving out at the rail, Lady Maxine B second. As they move into the turn, up on the far outside, and out there 3 wide to grab the top spot as they head by the 8th is Ruffian Lass. They move down the backstretch. Ruffian Lass opens to 2.5 lengths. Lady Maxine B second. Dexter's Dream on the outside is racing third. Playtime Hanover down inside gets away in the 4th spot, followed by Marion's Ranger in 5. Looking at it 6 is Smokin' Jig Time. Pacing in the 7th spot as they move on to the 3/8 is Drifter. Pacing out of 8, Bayou Angus, and 9th and treading the field is Chinbro Rum Trust. Opening quarter, 29 and 4/5 seconds. Ruffian Lass leading it by 1 length as they move off the top turn. Getting a good journey second is Lady Maxine B. Dexter's Dream gets the parking ticket third. At the rail and traveling fourth, Playtime Hanover, followed by Marion's Ranger in 5. Moving up is Bayou Angus on the outside from 6. They move into the lower turn as they continue on to the 5/8. It's still Ruffian last by a length. Lady Maxine B getting a golden trip second. Third, Dexter's Dream. Bayou Angus out there 3 wide is moving up fourth. On the inside, Playtime Hanover locked in 5th. Marion's Ranger going 3 wide from 6th. Then Smokin' Jig Time out of 7. Down the backstretch, a minute 4/5 was the half. They approach 3/4. Bayou Angus on the outside, sticking a neck in front. Ruffian last, racing second. Third, Lady Maxine B. 3 wide. Marion's Ranger is 4th. Followed by Playtime Hanover in 5. Smokin' Jig Time is racing in 6th. 7th is Chinbro Rum Trust. They continue on past the 7/8. Ruffian last, leading it by 1. Here comes Lady Maxine B closing in second on the inside. Third, Ruffian last. They make the final turn, 1:33 the 3/4. They straighten out for the payoff. Up front, Bayou Angus clings to the lead. Lady Maxine B trying to close in second. Playtime Hanover third. Through the lane they come. It will be Bayou Angus to win it. Second is Lady Maxine B, and the show spot goes to Playtime Hanover. In Victory Lane, the 4th race winner, number 4, Bayou Angus, a 5-year-old daughter of Vanishing Point, owned by Butch Horn of Enfield. Jason McDougall picking up the first division of the Young Drivers Challenge. Bayou Angus winning in 2:05. Race number 5, Pomerado, Tabuma, Beau Credit, Township Mimi, or else what? Parkendale Guy, Pass Due, Oyster Stew, and Strike is Rich. They're off and pacing. Township Mimi away looking for the lead against Tabuma. Up on the outside, Parkendale Guy 3 wide third. As they race into the first turn, Township Mimi emerges with the lead. On the outside, Parkendale Guy is second. On the far outside and moving up third is Pass Due. Down at the rail, Tabuma gets away sitting in the 4th spot. Next in line and traveling in 5 is Beau Credit. Moving up into the 6th spot at the rail is Strike is Rich, followed by Pomerado in 7. Oyster Stew has 8, and or else what is trailing. They continue into the turn. Parkendale Guy on top, 3 parts of a length. Pass Due parked out racing second, with Township Mimi at the rail traveling third. Tabuma tied up in the 4th spot. Beau Credit holds down 5. Next in line 6, the Strike is Rich, campaigning the rail in 7 is Pomerado, or else what on the move on the outside 8. Oyster Stew 9th and trailing. 29 seconds was the opening quarter. They check in at the halfway point. Parkendale Guy leading the way. Here comes Tabuma now up to challenge second. Third out the rail is Pass Due. Up on the limb, Township Mimi from 4. Beau Credit stepping to the outside in 5. Racing out the rail in 6 as they continue down the backstretch. For the final time is Strike is Rich. Then we go back to Pomerado. Oyster Stew and or else what. They continue on to 3/4 on the outside. Taking over the lead is Tabuma. As they approach 3/4, Tabuma leading it by 1. Beau Credit is coming up 3 wide. Township Mimi is in the center. They continue on to the top turn. Tabuma by half a length. Township Mimi on the outside second. Beau Credit 3 wide racing third. On the inside looking for room is Strike is Rich traveling 4th. Pomerado going 40 for the outside 5th. They move off the top turn, less than 1/8 to come. 1:30 and 3 the 3/4. They drive through the stretch. Tabuma clinging to the lead. Township Mimi on the outside second. Beau Credit third. Strike is Rich going to the passing lane. Tabuma, Township Mimi, Beau Credit, Strike is Rich in the passing lane. It looks like Township Mimi reaching up to win it. The 5th race winner, number 4, Township Mimi, a 10-year-old mare by Meadow Weston, owned by Steve Morton. Gary McDonald driving, the mile in 2:02. Race number 6 of the afternoon, Radiant Skipper, Copper Leo, Muscat Abbott, King to Go, Monarch, Allen's Birthday, MD Applebetty, and Sterling Orr. They're off and pacing. Copper Leo off the gate looking for the lead against Radiant Skipper. Dropping over third at the rail is Muscatobit. Getting away in the 4-spot, King to Go. Fifth is Monarch. Up on the limb, starting or racing from 6. Alan's Birthday is away in 7. And treading the field, MD Apple Betty. They continue down the backstretch on the way to the quarter. Copper Leo on top will set the early fractions, leading it by 1. Radiant Skipper sitting in the garden spot. Next in line, Muscatobit is third. King to Go is traveling 4th, Monarch in 5. On the outside, Sterling Orr parked out racing in 6. At the rail and traveling 7 is Alan's Birthday. And treading the field as they continue by the 3/8 is MD Apple Betty. They continue midway through the upper turn. Copper Leo had them past the quarter in 30 and 4, with Radiant Skipper giving chase second. On the outside, moving up now for third is Sterling Orr. Muscatobit at the rail is pacing 4th. Monarch moving on the outside from 5. King to Go at the rail is traveling 6th. Alan's Birthday in 7. MD Apple Betty is 8th and treading the field. They race into the lower turn on their way to the backstretch for the final time. It's still Copper Leo maintaining a 1-length advantage. Radiant Skipper second outside. And traveling third is Sterling Orr. Monarch is set up 3 wide, 4th, 5th, and locked in Muscatobit. Alan's Birthday going 3 wide from 6. King to Go in 7 and MD Apple Betty. A minute 4/5 was the half. They moved to the 3/4. Copper Leo by 2.5 lengths. Monarch up on the outside giving chase second. In the inside, Radiant Skipper is third. Alan's Birthday up on the limb is racing 4th. 5th and moving off the rail is Muscatobit. They head past the 7/8. Copper Leo still there by 2.5. Monarch taking aim second on the outside. And coming third is Alan's Birthday. Muscatobit 3 wide, 4th through the stretch. 1:30 and 3 the 3/4. Copper Leo still there by 2.5. Monarch on the outside, second. Muscatobit now third. Copper Leo will win it. Finishing second is Monarch. It looks like King to Go getting up for third. The winner of race 6, number 2, Copper Leo, 6-year-old chestnut son of Leaping Leo with the GLB stable. Trained by Robert Took. Jason McDougall picking up his second win of the afternoon. Mile in 2 minutes and 3/5. Race 7, top of the stretch. Live It Up, Dallas and Ramshaganox's Miss Ruby Mack, Canal Street, Swing Or, Fit and Chips, and Paradox. They're off and pacing off stride. Ramshaganox's Dallas Ann is moving out for the lead against Live It Up. Off stride, Miss Ruby Mack, as they race into the first turn and on by the opening 8th. Up on the outside, Dallas Ann moving on to grab the lead. Away racing second is Live It Up. Pacing at the rail is Paradox third. Next in line, Canal Street 4th. Away racing in the 5 spot is Swing Or. Parked out in 6 is Fit and Chips. Traveling in 7, Ramshaganox's. And treading the field, Miss Ruby Mack. They move past the opening quarter. On top, Dallas Ann leading it by half a length. Paradox now moving up, looking for the lead. Live It Up down on the inside is racing third. Looking at it from 4 is Canal Street. Swing Or takes a look out of 5. Fit and Chips is traveling 6th. Well back are the breakers, Ramshaganox's and Miss Ruby Mack. They move off the turn, racing in front of the grandstand as they approach the half. Out front, it's Dallas Ann leading it by 1. Paradox sitting at the rail second. Third is Live It Up. Here comes Canal Street moving on the outside 4th. At the rail and now moving to the outside is Swing Or from 5. Fit and Chips has 6. They dip into the turn on their way past the 5/8. On top, Dallas Ann still there by 1. The quarter was 30 seconds flat, the half in 59 and 2. Dallas Ann by 3 parts of a length. Canal Street on the outside second. Paradox gets locked in the pocket third. Swing Or within striking range is racing 4th. Fit and Chips now coming 3 wide 5th. They head past the 3/4. Dallas Ann still with the lead by a head. On the outside second is Canal Street. Paradox hemmed in at the rail third. Fit and Chips racing 3 wide 4th. 5th is Swing Or. They head on to the 7/8. Dallas Ann hanging tough in the front end, still there by 3/4 of a length. Canal Street on the outside second. Paradox awaits the passing lane third. Fit and Chips 3 wide 4th. 1:31 3/4. They drive to the stretch for the final time. Paradox now going into the passing lane. Dallas Ann still on top. Dallas and Paradox. Dallas and will win it. Second is Paradox. The show spot goes to Fit and Chips. Victory Lane, the 7th race winner, number 3, Dallas Ann. An 8-year-old brown mare by Dallas Almahurst. Owned by Ross Toole. Jim Davis picking up his second win of the afternoon. Mile in 2:02.1. Race number 8, top of the stretch, second division of the Young Drivers Challenge, has Guterro and Mike Dowling, another Benghazi with Kevin Pinkney, fast approaching, and Darren Crow. Morway with Jason McDougall, GR's Princes, Ernie Lappin, Cole Serra, and Mark Bradley. It's Miller Time with Stephen Hallett, Portobello Count, and Darren Richards, and Record Dallas with Ken Oliver. They're off and pacing. Guterro off the gate looking for the early lead. Another Benghazi is driving out second. Quickly on the outside, that's GR's Princes, 3 deep, moving on to grab the top spot. They move by the opening 8th. GR's Princes away on top. Up on the outside and traveling second. Another Benghazi down at the rail. Guterro races third. Pacing out of 4 in the early going. It's Miller Time. Taking a look from 5 as they continue past the opening quarter is Record Dallas. They move into the turn, approaching the 3/8. Up front, GR's Princes. And on the outside, another Benghazi are battling for the lead. Guterro in behind them, getting a good journey third. It's Miller Time 4th. Record Dallas in 5. The inside racing 6th as they continue off the top turn is fast approaching. Moving up on the limb and racing from 7 as they round the top turn and approach the halfway point. On the outside, another Benghazi continues to battle GR's Princess for the lead. 29-2 is the quarter. Now coming up 3 wide. Into the lower turn, it's Miller Time. They move on to the 5/8. GR's Princess down inside. Guterro is now racing second. It's Miller Time coming 3 wide. Third, another Benghazi in the center 4th. Locked in at the rail and traveling in 5 is Morwave. Up on the limb, 3 wide, racing 6th. Record Dallas back racing in 7 is fast approaching from 8 and racing on the outside is Cole Serra. Portobello Count is trailing. They move on past the 3/4. 59-4 was the halfway point. GR's Princess. It's Miller Time on the outside now, forging to the top. It's Miller Time has taken over the top spot. GR's Princess second. Here comes Record Dallas moving up on the limb third. Down inside and traveling 4th is Guterro. 3 wide on the outside, racing in 5 is Cole Serra. 1:32.1 the 3/4. They straighten out through the lane for the final time. It's Miller Time for Stephen Hallett, trying to hold on to the lead. Up on the outside and now closing in is Guterro. Guterro has taken over and Guterro gets up to win it. Finishing second is Morwave and the show spot goes to fast approaching. Fighting back the 8th race winner, number 1 Guterro, an 8-year-old son of Landslide, home of Pam Davis of Truro, trained by Danny Davis. Mike Dowling driving the mile in 2:04 2/5. Race number 9, Daystar Almahurst, Tacoma Flame, Matsky, Angelic Vision, Richter, Cocaine Fellow, Muscle Toxin, Skippy Taran, Super Reno. They're off and pacing. Daystar Almahurst at the rail is away, looking for the lead. Angelic Vision quickly now takes over as they race into the first turn. Up on the limb and racing from 3, Cocaine Fellow down inside 4th. That's Super Reno. Tacoma Flame gets away in the 5 spot. From 6 is Matsky. Parked out Richter from 7. Then we go back to Muscle Toxin and Skippy Tar. They head down the backstretch and onto the quarter. Daystar Almahurst on top by a length and a half. Angelic Vision is traveling second. Next in line, Cocaine Fellow third. Super Reno takes a look out of 4. Campaigning the rail in 5. That is Tacoma Flame. There's Richter moving on the outside 6th. Followed in 7 by Matsky. Then we'll go back to Muscle Toxin and Skippy Tar. Can see them all as they move off the top turn and race in front of the grandstand for time 1. 29-2 is the opening quarter. Daystar Almahurst continuing to chart the path. Now being pressured by Cocaine Fella. On the inside, locked in, Angelic Vision is traveling third with cover on the limb 4th. That's Super Reno. Pacing in 5 as they dip into the lower bend, and onto the 5/8 is Richter. They head to the backside for the final time. 59 2/5 seconds the half. It's still Daystar Almahurst in charge by 3/4 of a length. Cocan follow the outside second. Super Reno is sent up 3 wide third. Also following 3 wide, that's Richter as they move on past the 3/4. Super Reno forging to the top, racing second. Daystar Almahurst 3 wide, Richter third. Cocan follow racing fourth, fifth. Angelic Vision, Skippy Tar moving up 3 wide sixth. They head past the 7/8. It's Super Reno by half a length. Richter on the outside is racing second on the inside. Daystar Almahurst third. Skippy Tar moving up on the outside fourth. Cocan follow fifth. 1:30 and 1 3/4 through the stretch for the final time. Super Reno, Richter trying to close in. Super Reno will prevail. Second is Richter, and the show spot goes to Daystar Almahurst. Riding back, the 9th race winner, number 9, Super Reno, a 4-year-old son of Better Heather with a GLB stable. Jason McDougall picking up his 3rd win of the afternoon. The mile in 2 minutes flat. Race number 10 of the afternoon, top of the stretch, has Passivate, Walk of Life, Bio Amber, Denashton Winner, Fonzie Bye Bye, MD Ryan Express, Hawkeye Charamar, Exit 13. In the back there is Harrier. They're off and pacing. Walk of Life away looking for the lead against Passivate. Up on the outside, 3 wide, Bio Amber third. MD Ryan Express hustling up on the limb fourth. Harrier away in 5. The Ashton Winner has settled in 6. Away racing in 7 is Hawkeye Charmar, followed in 8 by Fonzie Bye Bye, and Exit 13 is 9th and trailing. They move down the backside onto the opening quarter. On top, that's Passivate leading at half a length. Parked on the outside, racing second, Bio Amber. On the inside and traveling third. As they approach the 3/8 Walk of Life, Harrier takes a look out of 4. MD Ryan Express pacing out the rail in 5. The Ashton Winner next in line 6. 7 is Hawkeye Charamar. Racing out of 8, Fonzie Bye Bye, and Exit 13 is 9th and treading the field. Opening quarter, 28 3/5 seconds. They move off the top turn, approaching the half. Here comes Walk of Life on the outside, and he moves on to the lead. Passivate is now racing second. Harrier moving on the outside. Uncovered third. Locked in racing fourth is Bio Amber. Hawkeye Charamar picks up cover on the limb, getting a second over Journey fifth. On the inside, 6th, MD Ryan Express. Denashton Winner taken to the outside in 7. Then Fonzie Bye Bye and Exit 13. 58 1 was the half. They move down the backside, approaching 3/4. Harrier on the outside, battling Walk of Life for the lead. In behind them, Hawkeye Charamar is well spotted, racing third. Passivate drops off 4th. 5th on the outside is Bio Amber. They head into the turn and on to the 7/8. Harrier on the outside. Now leading it by 1 length on the inside, battling back Walk of Life. Hawkeye Charamar moving up third on the outside. Off the turn, less than 1/8 to come. 1:28 2, the 3/4. They straighten out for the payoff, and they're led by Harrier. A 2.5 length lead. Walk of Life second. Hawkeye Charamar third. They won't catch Harrier. He wins it by 2.5. Second is Walk of Life. Hawkeye Charamar third. Fighting back in victory lane, the 10th race winner, number 9, Harrier. 11-year-old son of Fast Clip, owned by John Ewell and Keith Driscoll. Phil Pinckney driving. The mile in 1:58 1/5. Race number 11, top of the stretch. Kilkerran Fury, Rufford's Cashback, Barely a Breeze, Moonwatch, Diplomat Katie, Kilkerran Ingle, Thriller Almahurst, and No Worries. They're off and pacing. Diplomat Katie's off the gate first, looking for the lead. Kilkerran Fury moving out from the rail second. Away, sitting third on the outside. Kilkerran Ingle with Rufford's Cashback grabbing his seat fourth. Away 5th on the outside is No Worries. From 6 is Moonwatch, Barely a Breeze in 7. Thriller Almahurst 8th and trailing. They move down the backstretch on their way past the opening quarter. Kilkerran-Ingle driving up on the outside. Now moves on to grab the top spot. Diplomat Katie is racing second. Kilkerran Fury next in line. Third, Roughtfit's Cashback traveling fourth. Fifth at the rail is No Worries. Moonwatch has 6. In 7 is Barely a Breeze, and trailing Thriller Almahurst. 28-3 was the opening quarter. They move off the top turn. Single file as they approach the halfway point. Kilkerran-Ingle sets the early tempo, leading it by 1. Second is Diplomat Katie. Kilkerran Fury racing third. Here comes Roughtfit's Cashback moving first over. That gives cover to No Worries on the limb fourth as they dip into the lower turn. Moving on to the 5/8. Kilkerran-Ingle continuing to chart the path. Roughtfit's Cashback on the outside within half a length second. Down inside, Diplomat Katie locked in third. 58-3 was the half. They move down the backstretch, approaching 3/4. It's Kilkerran-Ingle by half a length. Roughtfit's Cashback on the outside second. Down inside, racing third. As they move past 3/4, Diplomat Katie. No Worries set up 3 wide. They head into the turn. No Worries now moving up to confront Kilkerran-Ingle. Diplomat Katie out the rail is racing third. Roughtfit's Cashback fourth. Kilkerran Fury fifth. 1:29 3/4. Kilkerran-Ingle holds the lead by 3 parts of a length. No Worries on the outside second. Diplomat Katie on the inside is traveling third. Through the stretch for the final time. Kilkerran-Ingle, No Worries, Diplomat Katie. They'll finish that way. Kilkerran-Ingle winning it. Finishing second is No Worries, and the show spot goes to Diplomat Katie. To victory lane, the winner of race 11, the get into harness racing pace, number 6 in your card, Kilkerran-Ingle. 5-year-old brown son of Oil Count of the dam Libby Time Riggs. By Doug Ferguson of Tatamagouche, trained by Jack Ferguson. Claire McDonald driving. The mile in 1:56 and 4/5. Twelfth and final dash, top of the stretch, has Naughty Bean, Island Inverness, PH Terminator, Danger Bear, Nalas Brigadier, Maker first, Boyle Almahurst, Hats Off Heartwood, and Ridgefield. They're off and pacing. PH Terminator off the gate looking for the lead against Naughty Bean. Down inside, Island Inverness tucks in third. Up on the limb and racing fourth is Hats Off Heartwood. Away at the rail in 5, that's Ridgefield. Next in line from 6 is Danger Bear, traveling in 7 in the early going. As they continue on to the opening quarter, Nalas Brigadier on top, leading the way by 3 parts of a length, PH Terminator. Parked outside, racing second is Hats Off Heartwood. Naughty Being at the rail is third. Island Inverness next in line is 4th. Ridgefield from 5. Danger Bear has 6. Nalas Brigadier racing in 7. Maker first 8. And treading the field is Boyle Almahurst. 29 seconds was the opening quarter. They make their way off the top turn. Hats Off Heartwood now with the top spot. Naughty Bean coming up on the outside to challenge second. On the inside and racing third is PH Terminator. Stepping to the outside, Island Inverness in the 4 spot. Ridgefield out the rail in 5. Outside, Danger Bear has 6. 7 is Nalas Brigadier. Then Maker first and Boyle Almahurst. They dip into the lower bend. Naughty Bean has taken over the lead. Opens up now to 2.5, 3 lengths. Island Inverness on the outside, giving chase second. Hats Off Heartwood out the rail is third. 59-2 was the half. Down the back stretch, they approach 3/4. It's number 1, Naughty Bean out front with the lead, but closing in now second quickly. Nalas Brigadier moving up to challenge. Boyle Almahurst 3 wide now. Third, Island Inverness. 4th, Maker first. 3 wide, 5th. They continue on to the upper turn. Nalas Brigadier on the outside, moving up now to match strides with Naughty Bean. Also in contention, Boyle Almahurst is 3rd. Maker first, moving up into contention 4th. They move off the top turn and straighten out for the payoff. 1:30-3, the 3/4. Nalas Brigadier taking over the top spot. Naughty Bean fighting back at the rail. Boyle Almahurst 3 wide, 3rd. Maker first in the passing lane. It is Naughty Bean coming back on to win it. It's close for second between Boyle Almahurst and Nalas Brigadier. Riding back into victory lane, the 12th race winner, number 1, Naughty Bean, a 6-year-old gelding by Victor Bean. Owned, trained, and driven to victory by Paul Rogerson. The mile in 2:01 and 3/5. It's still Cart Lane Kid continuing to chart the path. 30 and 4/5 seconds the opening quarter. Getting a good trip is Cocan Fella second. Selkirk gets the parking ticket third. On the outside, Lady Maxine B is covered up, racing in 4. They enter the stretch for the first time, approaching the half. Cart Lane Kid remains on top, with Selkirk now moving up closer to challenge second. Third on the inside is Cocan Fella. Lady Maxine B races fourth with cover. On the inside, Reality's Choice 5, then RM Rip, Lamborghini's Pride. Then we go back to Empress K4 and a Battle Schubach trailing. They were past the half in 1:04 and 2. Entering the backstretch for the final time. Cart Lane Kid by 3/4 of a length. Selkirk on the outside is racing second. On the inside and pacing third, Cocan Fella. Lady Maxine B still second over in 4. RM Rip coming 3 wide in 5 on the inside. Reality's Choice has 6. Battle Schubach on the extreme outside is 40. They head into the turn with Cart Lane Kid the one to catch. Selkirk hangs on the outside second. On the extreme outside, Battle Schubach. Cocan Fella looking to get out of the pocket. Off the turn, 1:36 and 2 the 3/4. They straighten out for the stretch drive, and Cocan Fella now coming out of the pocket to challenge Cart Lane Kid. Down the lane they come. Cart Lane Kid, Cocan Fella on the outside. Cocan Fella reaching up to win it. Cart Lane Kid is second. It could be RM Rip getting up for third. Number 3, Cocan Fella, 7-year-old brown gelding by Quality Blue Chip. Owned, trained, and driven to victory by Jim Davis. The mile in 2:06 and 4/5. Lining winner fair claiming series. Second leg, Baker Who, Dr. LC, Copper Leo, Gatlinburg, Bo Barlow, another Springer, Renrag Flame, MD Waverly, and Dunmore McCoy. They're off and pacing. Copper Leo off the gate quickly to battle for the lead against Baker Who. Dunmore McCoy gets away third. Settling in the 4 spot is Dr. LC. Pacing away in 5, that's Gatlinburg. On the inside, Bo Barlow has 6. Outside and racing from 7 is another Springer. On the inside, Renrag Flame. And at the back of the field is MD Waverly. Baker Who leads them past the quarter by a length and a half. Copper Leo in pursuit second. Dunmore McCoy is third. Then a gap of 5 lengths. Back to Dr. LC fourth. Gatlinburg moving up on the outside. In the 5 spot, racing out the rail in 6 is Bo Barlow. Then another Springer from 8 as they continue off the top turn. Renrag Flame, and moving to the outside from the back is MD Waverly. They were past the quarter in 29 and 1/5 second. They move off the turn and approach the halfway point. Baker Who continues to set the tempo, leads it by a length and a half, with Copper Leo sitting in the pocket. Third along the rail is Dunmore McCoy. First stop is Gatlinburg fourth. Fifth on the inside, Dr. LC, another Springer now with cover on the outside, has 6. Bo Barlow races from 7 as they dip into the turn. And on past the 5/8 they head. A minute 3/5 was the half. It's still Baker Who with Copper Leo getting a perfect journey second. Racing third and looking to the outside, that's Dunmore McCoy. Dr. LC fourth. Gatlinburg covered up on the limb in 5. Sixth on the inside is Bo Barlow. They head past the 3/4. Baker Who by 2 lengths. Dunmore McCoy on the outside is now second, dropping back. Copper Leo third. Gatlinburg moving up on the outside now, sits third. Moving off the rail, Dr. LC is fourth. They head off the top turn, less than 1/8. It's still Baker Who by a length and a half. On the outside, Dunmore McCoy coming 3 wide off the top turn is Gatlinburg. Here they come through the stretch, 1:32 and 1. Baker Who trying to hold them off. Dunmore McCoy, Gatlinburg on the far outside. 3 of them across the track. Gatlinburg. It looks like Gatlinburg getting up to win it.
Back in front of the grandstand, the winner of the second division of the claiming series, number 4, Gatlinburg, a 7-year-old son of Albatross. Romeo Boucher of Moncton. Gordy Hennessy driving. The mile in 2:04 and 1/5. Race number 11, Only Ashley, Thriller Almahurst, Who's Your General, Helen's Memory, Big Gene, Cabocud Noble, Trey Grand, Paradox, and No Small Praise. They're off and pacing. Away looking for the lead is Who's Your General. Thriller Almahurst moves out second. Only Ashley down at the rail gets away third. Helen's Memory grabs the seat fourth. Big Gene up on the limb is fifth. No Small Praise comes away in sixth. On the limb and racing from 7 is Paradox into the backstretch for time 1. Only Ashley merges with the lead. Grabbing a seat, Thriller Almahurst is racing second. Parked on the outside, Who's Your General races third. On the inside, Helen's Memory is fourth. Parked out racing from 5 is Trey Grand on the inside. No Small Praise has 6. Paradox from 7. Big Gene in 8. And Cabocud Noble is 9th and treading the field. They head past the 3/8. Only Ashley sets the early tempo. Parked on the outside. And racing second is Who's Your General. Thriller Almahurst gets a golden trip as they round the top turn and approach the half. 29 and 4 was the opening quarter. Only Ashley still in control. Outside and going a tough journey is Who's Your General second. Thriller Almahurst hemmed in third. Fourth is Trey Grand. Fifth along the rail is Helen's Memory. Big Gene on the outside has 6. No Small Praise races from 7. Then Paradox has 8, and 9th and treading is Cabocud Noble. They were past the half in 59 and 4/5 seconds down the backside. Final time, Only Ashley maintaining a 1-length advantage over Thriller Almahurst. Trey Grand is moving up 3 wide. And now giving chase second is Trey Grand. Big Gene also on the move on the outside. Second over is fourth. They move past the 3/4. Only Ashley by 3/4 of a length. Trey Grand second. Thriller Almahurst is looking to get out of the pocket. Up on the outside, that's Paradox, who's 3 wide, sitting in fourth. They head midway through the upper turn. Only Ashley still in control. Thriller Almahurst has nowhere to go in the pocket. He awaits the passing lane. On the extreme outside, that's Paradox racing third. Through the stretch for the final time, Only Ashley on the outside. Paradox is closing in, and Paradox takes over. Paradox gets up to win it. Finishing second is No Small Praise, and the show spot goes to Only Ashley. Now spreading back, the 11th race winner, number 8 in your current Paradox, a 5-year-old mare by Quality Blue Chip, by Carl and Trevor Delaney of Summerside. Claire McDonald Kent's driving. Mile in 2:03 and 1/5. Twelfth and final dash, second look, Rambling Dawn, Hillview Allura, Johnny Oro A, Old Time Rebel, Weston Chip, Selkirk Bandit, Bow Credit, and Acted on Impulse. They're off and pacing. Hillview Allura against the first call at the rail. Second look moves out quickly. Acted on Impulse draws out in a 3. Outside and racing fourth, Johnny Oro A. On the inside, Rambling Dawn. Races from 4. Fifth on the outside is Johnny Oro A. On the inside, racing from 6 is Bow Credit. On the limb, Selkirk Bandit has 7. They continue past the opening quarter. Hillview Allura on top by a length and a half. Johnny Oro A now moving up looking for the lead. Second look at the rail is sitting in a 3. Selkirk Bandit parked out racing fourth. Acting on Impulse has 5. Rambling Dawn 6, Bow Credit in 7. Old Time Rebel has 8. Weston Chip is 9th and treading the field. They were past the quarter in 31 and 4/5 seconds. They move off the top turn, led by Johnny Oro A. A 1-length lead on the outside. Selkirk Bandit has moved up second. Hillview Allura races third. They round the top turn and approach the half. Johnny Oro A in control by a length. Parked out and going a tough journey is Selkirk Bandit. Second, third, Hillview Aurora. Acted on impulse. Covered up on the limb is fourth. Fifth on the inside. Second look. Then Old Time Rebel. Rambling Dawn. Weston Chip. And Beau Credit is trailing. They head past the 5/8 and on to the backside for the final time. 1:04 and 4 was the half. And it's still Johnny Oroway by a length. Hillview Aurora is getting a perfect journey. Selkirk Bandit third, acted on impulse, going 3 wide now up into 3. On the inside, racing 5 is second look. Old Time Rebel on the move, 3 wide from 6. They continue past the 3/4. Johnny Oroway, acted on impulse on the outside, is now second on the inside, racing third, Hillview Aurora. Second look now steps off the rail and will come 3 wide from 4. They're midway through the final turn. Johnny Oroway by 3 parts of a length, acted on impulse in the center. Here comes second look out there, 3 deep. Moving up now to give chase. Down inside looking for room, Hillview Aurora. They move off the top turn and straighten out for the stretch drive. Johnny Oroway, second look on the outside. Johnny Oroway and second look battling it out. Johnny Oroway, second look gets it. Second is Johnny Oroway. It's close for third. Davis picking up his third win of the day. Mile in 2:09 and 1/5.